This is the Funsicle 14ft x 48-in round Oasis above-ground pool that I've got right here in my backyard. And in today's video, I want to give you a real, down-to-earth look at what it's actually like living with it. If you're someone who's never really done much with above-ground pools before, or you're just curious if this one is worth the setup, I hope my quick review will be helpful. So to start with, the shape is round, which personally, I find super classic for a backyard pool. When it's all set up, the 14-foot diameter makes it look impressive but not overwhelming. The 48-inch height means I can stand inside and the water comes up around my chest, and I'm about 5'10". It's big enough that several adults and a handful of kids fit comfortably inside at once, which really ups the fun on hot days. Let me talk a little about how it looks and feels. The outside of my Oasis pool has this understated gray tone, which honestly surprised me. It's stylish without being too flashy, and the interior's got nice honeycomb tile pattern that makes the water look especially inviting when the sun's out. The frame, which uses metal poles, has a matte finish that both looks good and apparently helps protect it from rust over time. The liner is made of heavy-duty PVC, which feels a bit like those thick, bouncy house materials, and there's a mesh layer keeping it extra strong. When you touch the sidewalls, they're sturdy but not rock hard, so you won't scrape yourself getting in or out. What I appreciate is that it doesn't look or feel like one of those cheap plastic kiddie pools. It's definitely next level. From my experience, the setup was pretty manageable, though you definitely need at least 2 people. I had help from a buddy. All the poles go together with what Funsicle calls SmartConnect. It literally means snapping the poles together until you hear a click, which was super satisfying. I was a little nervous about messing up since I hadn't put together a big pool before, but having basic instructions printed right on the sides made the step-by-step flow easier. It took us a couple of hours to get everything ready, and after spreading the included ground cloth underneath, the frame went up faster than I thought it would. If you don't have perfectly flat, debris-free ground, you might want to spend a little extra time prepping the area, since rocks or sticks could poke through the bottom liner. Filling the pool took a long time, like a full day using a regular garden hose. It's something you need to plan for, because with a pool this size, you don't want to be draining and refilling a lot. Once it was ready, I set up the accessories. You get a SFX 1000 SkimmerPlus filter pump, which is basically a device that hangs on the side and pulls in water to filter out dirt and debris. There's a GFCI plug for safety. I had to make sure it was close enough to a power outlet, because an extension cord wasn't recommended. The maintenance kit included a vacuum head, some basic tools, and a repair patch, which is great since I know with this much use, accidents happen. As for climbing in and out, the SureStep ladder that comes with the pool is sturdy enough. It's not super wide, but it feels safe, and I can get in and out without wobbling. The pool cover is something I was excited about at first, but after using it through a full winter, I get why some people say it's not the best part. The cover has little holes in it, apparently to let rain escape without pooling on top, but that also means a lot of rainwater just goes right through and into the pool. When snow hit, it sagged straight into the water, which was kind of annoying, and now opening up the pool for spring is more of a cleanup project than I hoped. I'd recommend buying a thicker, tighter-fitting cover if you live where it rains or snows a lot. Honestly, there's so much I love about this pool. In my opinion, the biggest thing is the size. It just changes how you use your backyard in the summer. I can invite family and friends, and there's actually room for everyone. The water level is deep enough to swim and float without touching the bottom all the time, which really does make it feel more like a real pool. I like the design. Having a pool that doesn't scream temporary, but actually makes your space look better is a big plus for me. The setup is another highlight. I had my doubts, but being able to put it together myself with just some help and basic tools felt empowering, especially seeing the final result standing up solidly. The filtration system isn't fancy, but it keeps the water clear as long as you clean the filter regularly. I also love that all the instructions are printed where you need them, not just lost on some piece of paper that gets wet and thrown out. A couple of things did bug me though. The ground cloth that's included is honestly kind of thin. It's really just a basic barrier between grass or dirt and the pool bottom. If your yard is rocky or uneven, you're going to want something thicker to protect your investment. I worry about punctures if I'm not careful, especially with kids running around and tossing pool toys. Another hassle was the cover, like I mentioned earlier. If you get wind or a heavy storm, it's a pain to keep it secure, and I ended up chasing it twice when it blew off. I definitely call this one of the weaker accessories. The last thing is filling it. Because it's so big, using just your normal hose means you'll be waiting a long time. That's not a daily problem, but something to consider when you're setting up or planning a big pool day. And about the filter pump, you've got to keep the pool filled above a certain line or else the pump won't work right. For beginners, it's worth noting that keeping the water level high is important for keeping the filter running. In conclusion, for anyone who's thinking of getting a real pool feel at home without investing a fortune or digging up the yard, I'd recommend this Oasis above-ground pool. From my experience, it's sturdy, looks great, and has held up well. It's perfect for families, backyard parties, or anyone who just wants a fun, chill hangout space in the summer. Just upgrade the cover if you live somewhere with heavy rain or winter, and take the time to prep your setup spot. It's an investment, but honestly, it's brought a new level of enjoyment to my home for me. If you found my quick review helpful, or have questions about your own setup or anything I missed, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more straightforward reviews and updates. Thank you for watching,